Hello again, my name is Ben. Here I'm today with another set review. It's been quite a while since I've done one of these. Here with me, I am reviewing set number 9457, Fangpyre Wrecking Ball, with a piece count of 415, 3 minifigures, Fangdam, Kendo Cole, Lloyd Garmadon, and I guess the two snakes, but I guess they really don't count. It retailed for $49.99 USD, $50. Price per piece ratio, whatever you call it, of 12.0 cents per piece, and was sold December 2011. I'd also like to correct a mistake I made in my Fangpyre Truck Ambush video. I believe I said that it came out in 2012. It was actually released in December of 2011. So apologies for that mistake. I was being a bit of an idiot. But here it is. The Fangpyre Truck, or Fangpyre Wrecking Ball. It's very large, so I had to get the camera out really far, and I can't even show all of it in frame because it goes way too high for my little set. But, starting off the minifigures as always, first off is Fangdam. I already went over him in the Fangpyre Truck Ambush video, so I'll try and be a bit more brief. His legs are just red with a little bit of white scales on them, and just a little bit of scale printing on the waist. Torso just has more of the scales in white, and a little bit of black scaling in there. Back torso printing, and just see some more white scales. So just take that off. And then the white arms. His headpiece is the same one as Fang Tom, and it's just like this two-headed snake build. So you see on the back, there's just some black scales. The different eyes you'll see here. Just some basic printing there. So yeah, that's Fangdam. Doesn't really come with any weapons, except sometimes you'll see, like on box art, you'll see him use these two here. Kendo Cole here. Not really sure why they liked using the Kendo versions of the ninja so much in like the early waves of Rise of the Snakes. They're only used in like one episode. And Kendo Cole here in particular was in like this set, the Fangpyre mech, and the like a booster pack. But anywho, it's the torso and leg printing is the same design as the Golden Weapons version of him. You'll see the belt sash thing in gray. Some of the straps surrounding his symbol there in just gold. And then just more of the simple ninja garb, I guess. No back printing. I'm not sure if these pieces were new, but just this like Kendo armor piece. You'll see just this gray armor plate and then just some of these shoulder pauldrons on the side. Just goes over the torso. This normal Cole head that they've been using for years now. And then the Kendo piece itself is just this helmet with like face guard whatever on it. In the back of it you'll just see some more like lines and stuff. He also came with this weapon, quite unique. You'll see spikes on the end of it, some axes, and just this large lightsaber blade in gold. Fairly unique, fairly interesting design, but he was pretty common. It wasn't really any new, really unique pieces, but it's whatever. Lloyd Garmadon here came in like two other sets. The what was it called? The Snake Helicopter, whatever, I forgot the name of it, and the his booster pack. But here he is here, short black legs, his torso printing. You'll see a purple sash, and I think it's supposed to be like a jacket of some type. So you'll see like the rib cage painted on and like a 5 there, which was apparently some sort of hint towards him being the Green Ninja, which is pretty neat. I don't want to lift it up too much, but there isn't any back printing over there on the back of the torso. Simple black hood piece, and just like this 2 faces, one like confident or whatever, and a scared one. So there you go. I also have this weapon, some sort of like dual-pronged spear of some type, I guess. I don't know. And the last one's here, just 2 snakes. I think it was a new mold for the Rise of the Snakes wave, but I don't know if they were exclusive in red in this set, but they did come in quite a couple colors, but here they are. See some basic molding here, like a diamond on the top of their heads, their fangs, and their eyes. No printing, just all that. Minifigures here, I'll be completely honest, they're not the best. I mean, none of them are exclusive. It's not like a big deal for me. Personally, I would have preferred Cole ZX over Kendo Cole. But I mean, and also, for the price point, which is $50, I feel like we could have gone with at least one other figure. But hey, that's just me. But with those out of the way, whoops. We'll start off with the Fangpyre truck, or Fangpyre Wrecking Ball itself. Starting off with, whoops, part fell off. My bad. Starting off with the treads themselves, you see just a lot of going on here that I can't really go over all of it without dismantling it. I really don't want to do that. Now we'll see the large treads here. Now they're the larger hard plastic types, not the rubbery types, which, you know, makes them good on like carpets here, you'll see. But on harder surfaces, they're a little bit more difficult to work with, which is why they usually use like rubber tires, or later they use the like rubber pin pieces that they fit into the pinholes here. Anywho, you'll see just a little bit of the mechanisms that get it to, you know, actually roll here. Some of those large gear pieces attached with some of the looser pins and axles. These large sloping panel pieces to cover up most of it. Fairly basic. You'll see this sticker on it. It's just like 110 and like just some detailing with gears and whatnot. Basically the same sort of stuff on this other side. Not much to say go over there. The center section, it's pretty hollow. You see it all attaches. Also on a turntable here, which, you know, gives it the whole wrecking feature. The main like body itself. On this side, you'll see where the pilot operates. And here's just like a tube for, I guess, exhaust and with a purple flame, which is pretty neat. I don't know if they were doing that color back then. But here it is, just there. One of these, like, I don't know what they're called, but just one of the canopies that just opens up. See in there, just a simple panel, a red button, and just a control lever. And, you know, the figure can just sit in there easily. You just give me a second to get Fang down. He stands, which I forgot. And he just folds over there easily. So, there he is. Some pretty basic stuff building up to the cockpit, some slopes and stuff in dark green. The front here, the main attraction, I'd say, the head. I can just, like, move this back. See, it's like most of the Fangpyre vehicles, they use basically the same design for the head, using a lot of the similar pieces, a lot of these sloping pieces here, the like ball pieces for the eyes, similar fangs, the flag piece for the forked tongue of a snake. What I'm saying is basically just a lot of the snake builds were quite similar with their heads. The design itself, pretty decent. See it here. One of the larger designs, it actually gives it the ability to have the mouth similar to the Fangpyre truck. And again, mentioning the forked tongue using the flag piece and just some more red in there, building it up. Just get a better look at that. So there's that. Just some sloping pieces on the sides and just more of these paneling pieces in dark green to give it more covering. And then just like a 2x2 round black tile on the top for, oops, didn't mean to turn on flash. My bad. Just topping or whatever. On this side, there's just a simple crate. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to hold, but there it is. Not much to say about it. Just a crate. Oops. And on the back here, before I mentioned the other two pieces, just some simple backlights and just some, I don't know, it's supposed to be exhaust or whatever. Some kind of similar stickers here to the exhaust pieces on the Fangpyre truck. I know they're just stickers. Some of these like grill pieces or fencing post pieces. I'm not good with my piece descriptions, okay? But some simple grills. One of these like domed pieces in purple. And yeah, it's kind of for the back. The tail here, it's pretty basic. Mostly using just the similar sort of build. Using more of these large paneling pieces for the most of like the shaping. And they're just attached with some simple ratcheted like clips or whatever you call them. And on each of them, you just have alternating purple G-slopes. And it just builds up to the end with the tail, which is just one of these pieces. It can be articulated in a few different ways. I just keep like that. Now, the main part, the wrecking ball itself, it's built up with a lot of these just like large pieces that I don't know how to describe. You'll see they're attached right here on these simple red axles. And you'll see them all built up here. And on the center, attaching them together, is a small headlight. And at the very top, you'll see the wrecking ball mechanic itself, which simply cranks with this piece here, which for whatever reason uses the Fangpyre symbol. You just turn it and it moves up, turn it down, and it goes down. Fairly simple stuff. There. Wrecking ball itself using some really simple pieces, just a simple light gray chain here. And then the wrecking ball itself, just using some of these like large tire pieces to, you know, get the wrecking ball, which, you know, works as a wrecking ball should. But yeah, that's about it for the set. I don't really know much else to say about it. I did just realize that I forgot to mention that it comes with the Fangpyre staff and the one right here. I forgot to mention that it has that. Sorry about that. So really not much else to say about it. Personally, what I think of the set, it's not bad. I like it quite a bit. It's a bit gappy in some areas, especially in the head. This area in particular, you'll see a lot of the open space, which is definitely the worst part of most of the Fangpyre vehicles. But other than that, I think most of the build works pretty well. Treads and whatnot. Whoops. But, I mean, overall, it's pretty good. Minifigures, whatnot. Don't really have much to mention in the instructions, honestly. Other than, like, the sections with, like... Let me see if I can find them. But there's these things. See this large poster art or whatever of the ninja and the snake's trying to go after one of the snake staffs. So, and then just going over a bunch of random weapons. So, and then just more sets and whatnot. I never understood why they put them in like the middle of the instructions. As I mentioned, I don't have the box. And then just a list of character names, which and sets that come in, like Ratla, Lasha, yada yada. And then Ninjago.com with all the sets there. So, you know, not much to really say. And then just the same art. And Lego Club magazine. So, I think that about does it for the set. Whoops, upside down. Also, I don't know if it's weird or not that this part is upside down. It's like that, but whatever. Whoops, that part fell off. Let's just turn it to the side. Okay, just get it all situated. So I guess that's about it for the set. I don't really have much to say about it. It's worth its price on the like afterhand market or whatever they call it, like eBay or Bricklink. I don't know what the prices are, so I can't really say much about that. But at the time, was it worth $50? I mean, price versus piece, it's pretty decent, 12 cents per piece. But it's all right. I don't know. Whoops. But minifigures aren't really that exciting, and the set is a little bit lacking on features. Like, you can move up the wrecking ball and just move it around. Yep, move it back and forward. But, I mean, it's like, it doesn't have much. You can open down the jaws, all that kind of stuff. And it does feel a bit lacking, like, a bit. I don't know. But, would I recommend it? Sure. It's pretty decent build. I like it quite a bit. Definitely not one of the better snake vehicles, but it's not bad. But I think that's about it for the video. Why I chose to do another set review is just to bide time while I think it just build ideas for mocks. But hopefully you enjoyed this video anyways. And with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.